What we have here are two different types of graduated cylinders. This is a 10 milliliter graduated cylinder, and this is a 100 milliliter graduated cylinder. Now, the graduated cylinders are used to measure volume, and the graduation lines that are printed on the graduated cylinder are printed with exact specifications. So whatever measurement that you read from this, it tends to be very accurate and also very precise. Now, as far as getting liquids into the graduated cylinder, there are many ways you can do this. Obviously, for the larger ones, you can take a beaker and you can simply pour liquid into the graduated cylinder. But sometimes for the smaller graduated cylinders, you might need to use something like a transfer pipette to put liquid into the graduated cylinder. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you is about how to make a correct measurement using a graduated cylinder, because there's a funny phenomena that happens with water. Water has this tendency to curve up small tubes, and that is called capillary action and adhesion. So you can see here that there's a little curving going on as the liquid is inside the graduated cylinder. And even if I hold it straight, I'm trying to show you so that you can see how the liquid is attracted to the inside of the glass. So the question is, how do you make a precise measurement when you are using a graduated cylinder, given the fact that this curving is going on? Well, it's important to note that when you're viewing the graduated cylinder, you shouldn't be viewing it at an angle. Okay, reading this at an angle is not going to give you a precise measurement. You want to actually approach the graduated cylinder, bringing your eye to the same level as the liquid. All right, so that's step one, is bringing your eye down to that level. And then the next is, when you see the curve, what you want to do is you measure the bottom of the curve. All right, and the curve is called the meniscus. It actually has a special name in science. So reading the meniscus, or the bottom of the curve, is the right way to use a graduated cylinder. Now, one of the things that's also on both of these graduated cylinders are these little rings, and I'm going to get rid of the liquid here, and you can see that this plastic ring here is, I've often caught my students using this as some kind of measuring device. Like if they wanted to measure 7 milliliters or 8 milliliters, they would adjust this ring to match the level that they wanted. And that's totally not the purpose of the plastic ring. The purpose is not to break the glass. All right, that's an important part, that you want to make sure that you have this ring at the top of your graduated cylinder, because accidents do happen. Things tend to spill over and fall, but you certainly don't want the glass to break. So that's what these little plastic rings protect from. They also protect from rolling. Okay, the shape of these plastic rings is in the form of a hexagon. So things that may roll around on your bench will roll a lot less with these plastic rings on it. So that prevents glass from breaking, and that's a good thing. So those are the uses for the graduated cylinders.